Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce will get married in 2025.
This is I'm sorry, man. We're going to guess a yes on this one.
That's what I'm talking about.
We're going to
Even considered Andy as a name for our fourth girl. Our first is Wyatt, our second is Elliot, our third is Bennett. They named their daughter Anderson, as in Andy Anderson, and call her Andy. That is the cutest thing.
Playing the game of football.
That's a good reason.
I love playing. I still feel like I could play it at a high level. I want to give it a good run. I got a bad taste in my mouth on how I ended the year and how well I was playing. And
Travis and Taylor's love story has been the obsession of the year, and it's not slowing down anytime soon. From NFL royalty to pop queen supremacy, these two have managed to turn their romance into a full-blown cultural event. But let's be real, it hasn't been all rainbows and Super Bowl rings. Their relationship took center stage on game day, and while the Chiefs didn't win, the drama off the field was just as intense. Remember that relentless booing Taylor endured? Reps hinted that the couple needed to lay low, and suddenly everyone was wondering if their fairy tale was starting to show cracks. But hold up, because the tea just got even hotter. For months, fans have been speculating, debating, and trying to piece together one of the biggest mysteries surrounding Taylor and Travis's relationship. Who made the first move? Well, the wait is finally over and the truth is out. Travis was the one who took the leap. According to insiders, the NFL star didn't just sit around hoping fate would bring them together. Nope, he made it happen. He somehow managed to get Taylor's number and wasted no time in reaching out, proving that he was more than ready to shoot his shot. And let's be real, that kind of confidence, major points, because clearly, whatever he said worked like a charm. Fast forward to now, and they're not just dating, they become one of the most talked about couples in pop culture. But what about those retirement rumors that have been swirling around? Some fans were convinced that Travis was ready to step away from the NFL to spend more time with Taylor, especially since she's taking a break from touring in 2025. But let's be honest, did anyone really think Travis would hang up his cleats just yet? The guy lives for football, and he's made it clear that he's not ready to walk away from the game. He's officially coming back for another season with the Chiefs, and you better believe Taylor will be right there in the stands, cheering him on every step of the way.
I love playing the game of football.
That's a good reason.
I love playing. I still feel like I could play it at a high level. I want to give it a good run. I got a bad taste in my mouth on how I ended the year and how well I was playing, and a lot of hard work, and I put in a lot of focus into being the best that I can to give Kansas City and the Chiefs organization everything that I got, and that's what I'm going to do, man.
Awesome. Well,
and if you needed even more proof that Taylor has seamlessly blended into the Kelce crew, just listen to Kylie Kelce, because she's spilling the tea firsthand. Kylie recently couldn't stop gushing about Taylor's insane work ethic during an episode of her podcast Not Gonna Lie, where she was joined by none other than Kate Hudson. And let's just say she was seriously impressed. Kylie didn't just throw out a casual compliment, she was in awe. She straight up admitted the drive is incredible, to be able to witness it all is very cool. Now let's be real, Kylie has been notoriously low-key when it comes to discussing Travis's high-profile romance. She's kept things chill, never feeding into the media frenzy or adding fuel to the fire. But this was different. This was major.
With Taylor, this doesn't just come. It comes with real attention to know, to see.
To be able to witness it all is very cool.
Yeah.
Because if Kylie, who knows Travis better than almost anyone, thinks Taylor is that impressive, she's the real deal. And it's not just about admiration from a distance. Taylor has fully immersed herself into the Kelce family, making connections in the sweetest ways. Case in point, that absolutely adorable moment when she made funfetti pancakes for Kylie when she was newly pregnant. Yeah, you heard that right. Taylor Swift, international superstar, global icon, homemade pancake chef. Imagine waking up to a breakfast made by Taylor herself. Not just any breakfast, but funfetti pancakes, a true labor of love. Talk about sister-in-law goals. Speaking of Kylie, she and her husband Jason have some big family news to share themselves. Baby number 4 is on the way. And while they're overjoyed, there's one little challenge they didn't anticipate: picking the perfect name.
We have our 4th child on the way. It is another girl. Yay! I am very good at producing little girls. Ellie, mom and dad are on the same page. Yep. I think that's a pretty accurate representation. Obviously, super excited. I just love my daughters so much. The fact that we're going to be getting another one is beyond exciting.
I think 4 beautiful little girls is very magical.
It's a good number.
Yeah, I think it's awesome.
I don't know if she's feeling that anymore. I think she's like, okay, I've had my I'm done.
It's a lot of work. I can only imagine.
I mean,
especially back to back to back like that.
Kylie has been super open about the struggle, admitting that naming this baby has been way harder than they expected. Why? Because they've already set a trend with their first 3 daughters, Wyatt, Elliot, and Bennett, all of whom have gender-neutral names. And now, sticking with that theme feels almost mandatory. If we do a full commit to a girly name at this point, it would not sit well with the other 3, Kylie joked during a recent podcast episode. But here's where things get interesting.
With only a couple months left to go, I'm in the final stretch here with baby number 4, so I figured I'd get honest about preparing for my 4th baby. Have ordered a new baby seat. The baby seats that sit on the floor, those sort of slings. I have a slight concern that her 3 older sisters may run past the baby Bjorn seat and clothesline her.
Kylie revealed they're actually considering the name Andy, inspired by Kate Hudson's iconic character in How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. And guess what? Kate loved the idea. She was a guest on the podcast and was all for it, saying, "Andy would be so cute, I love that." Will they really go for it? We'll have to wait and see.
Oscar-nominated and Golden Globe-winning actress from movies you love, like Almost Famous, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, even considered Andy as a name for our 4th girl. Our first is Wyatt, our second is Elliot, our third is Bennett. They named their daughter Anderson, as in Andy Anderson, and call her Andy. That is the cutest thing.
Meanwhile, Travis has shocked fans with a fresh new look. It looks like spring cleaning came early for Travis Kelce, at least in the grooming department. Fresh off the Chiefs' Super Bowl loss, the NFL star has ditched his usual scruffy look for something a little more polished, and fans are absolutely here for it. A sneak peek from the latest episode of New Heights, the podcast he co-hosts with his big brother Jason, revealed Travis sporting a noticeably cleaner cut. Gone is the shaggy in-season hair that would fall into his eyes during games. Instead, he's rocking a fresh trim, though still keeping things low-key with a Cincinnati Bearcats hat. And let's talk about that beard. His once full playoff scruff has now been tamed into a neat stubble, giving him a much fresher, younger look. Fans? Absolutely losing it. One joked, "Aw, Kylie and Taylor got their respective guy cleaned up for spring school photos." Another swooned, "Sweet Lord." And of course, the internet couldn't resist hyping him up, with one fan declaring, "Not only is he gorgeous, he also seems like he'd be so much fun." The Kelce effect is real, people. But while Travis's glow-up is getting plenty of attention, there's an even bigger question on everyone's mind: his NFL future. Ever since the Chiefs' crushing Super Bowl loss, rumors have been swirling about whether Travis might finally hang up his cleats. And with Jason Kelce retiring earlier, fans have been wondering if both brothers are about to step away from the game. Well, Travis is making it very clear he's not going anywhere. While he hasn't made a full-on camera statement yet, he did shut down the speculation in a text to sports analyst Pat McAfee. "I'm coming back for sure," Travis wrote. "Gonna try and get to the best shape I've been this off-season and get back to the mountaintop. Got a real bad taste in my mouth with how I played in that last game and how I got the guys ready for battle. I can't go out like that."
The speculation of Travis Kelce's future, and I decided to reach out to Source. Says I'm coming back for sure. Gonna try and get to the best shape I've been. I can't go out like that. Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, and guess what?
It didn't mean the entire world, but it's my third. It's my third in 3 years. It's just our jobs. My life is still beautiful. I come home to a happiness and still have an amazing time in life. Even when something like this happens, I'm not going to sit here and act like the world's over because of this thing. And
yeah.
But the drama just keeps coming for Taylor and Travis. Apparently their relationship is ruffling some serious feathers behind the scenes. Word on the street is that both Taylor and Travis have been advised to pump the brakes a little because their romance is starting to clash with their personal brands.
He had that idea, I would assume, before the Super Bowl, whenever he did media day. He said, in 3 years, I see myself playing football yet as a professional, everything. And then he's gotten to the point now where he's in GOAT conversations with anybody that's talking about tight ends. Now, obviously, whenever you're in the public eye, there are going to be things that are going to come out from people's mouths that aren't as positive all the time. Sometimes, if you're just on the top of the mountain, people are going to throw rocks at things that shine. Shout out Taylor Swift for that particular quote.
Insiders are saying there's a bit of tension creeping in, which, let's be real, was bound to happen at some point. A high-profile pop star and an NFL champion? That's a lot of ego, expectations, and very different schedules to juggle. A source spilled the tea, saying the vibe seems to be shifting, and insiders suggest both stars might need to safeguard their brands. Yikes! That's gotta sting, especially when everything seems so perfect. From their flirty first date to Taylor jet-setting across the world just to support Travis, it's been a fairy tale, but now it looks like reality is kicking in. And let's not forget the engagement rumors. Oh yes, for a hot minute everyone thought Travis was going to pop the question during their vacation. But guess what? No ring, no proposal, just a whole lot of speculation about what's next for them. Now that they're back in the States, they're keeping things extra low-key, which has only fueled more whispers. Are they just taking a breather, or is there actually trouble in paradise? And before anyone starts screaming breakup, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Travis has officially confirmed he's playing another season, and since Taylor isn't touring, you know she's going to be making more Arrowhead appearances. And let's be real, if we know anything about Taylor, it's that she doesn't just sit on the sidelines. Could she have something major planned for the end of the year? Maybe a new project? A new era? Dare we say, a wedding?
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce will get married in 2025.
This is I'm sorry, man. A lot of ladies love Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
Travis Kelce has loved a lot of ladies.
That's correct.
We're going to guess a yes on this one.
That's what I'm talking about.
We're going to look good, talented, and you're a billionaire?
Come on, yeah. Oh, I hope that happens. All right, here we go. This last one.
So while the rumor mill is working overtime, one thing is sure. Taylor and Travis aren't done just yet. They might be stepping back from the spotlight for now, but something tells us they'll be back, bigger and better than ever, very, very soon. Join me on the next one.